Good morning, Monroe. Today is Monday, April 27th, 2020, and it is the beginning of Bug Week. Happy birthday today to Ben in first grade and Grace in fourth grade. I hope you guys have an awesome day today. So today's features are going to include your Monday morning meeting with Mrs. Shank and her family, the math problem of the week with Mrs. Fischer, special feature today, and a joke of the day today with Miss Jill. I hope you guys enjoy. But first, we're going to think about some lessons we can learn from ants. Now, ants are not my favorite bug in the world, but I think there's a lot that we can learn from ants. So let's take a very quick look. One, teamwork is essential. If you guys have ever seen an ant colony, all of the ants are working together to build that colony and to build their structure. So here's a little picture of one here, and they all know their job and they all work together. And I think as students and as families, we have to keep in mind that it's really important that we all work together to get the best outcome. The second lesson we can learn is to be persistent. Not everything in life is going to come easy, and we have to keep working hard, just like the ant in this picture. It probably wasn't easy to get that leaf and to carry that leaf, but he did not give up. Always have a purpose. Every ant has a purpose, and they're all aware of that purpose. And it's really important that we all know our purpose. So every day, make sure you know what your goal is and work towards your goal. The fourth thing to keep in mind is to be flexible. Some things are not always going to go your way, right? So sometimes ants have their path and then someone comes and might destroy their path. They might destroy their home. They might take their food away from them somehow. So they have to be flexible. There's a lot of things that we have been adjusting to recently, and we've had to be flexible. So we can learn that from ants. Know your limitations. Sometimes it's really hard to do things alone, and you need your parents' support or a brother or sister or someone else. So know your limitations and know when to ask for some help. It's also important that we rest and recharge. So ants gather most of their food and then they hibernate in the winter and they rest. Sometimes it's really important that we rest and recharge. And it's really important that we give our parents time to rest and recharge. So do what you need to do, but give everybody a break. Those breaks are super important. Ants communicate. So they probably don't talk like you and I do, but they communicate through noises and they communicate through the movement and the way they move. And they have to do that well so that they're aware of what the other ant is doing. Friends, it's important that we communicate with each other well. Screaming isn't going to get things done. When your parents are saying, now it's time for schoolwork or now it's time to do some chores, ooh, it might not be your favorite thing in the world to do. But honestly, that doesn't matter. It's really important that we communicate with each other. Maybe you can say, can I please have one more minute? And they might say no. And that's okay too. But it's really important that we communicate with each other. We have to be prepared for all things. So again, this is some things that are going on in our world right now we might not have been prepared for. So we have to adjust and get prepared. Ants are constantly getting prepared, especially for those winter months. They know what's ahead and they have to figure out what do I have to do to prepare for that. They dream big. Here's a picture here of one of their colonies cast. So ants are really tiny little things, right? So this is what one of their colonies look like when someone poured aluminum into it. None of you try that at home. But this is pretty cool, right? These tiny little creatures build this pretty amazing structure. So you guys might be small, but you're pretty mighty. So when you dream big, it's going to be amazing what you can accomplish. And the last is to stay motivated. Guys, ants are so persistent. They don't give up, right? They want food, they're going for it. So remember, don't give up. Stay motivated. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show today. And as always, be kind and leave a legacy. I will see you tomorrow, friends.
Hello, Monroe. Welcome to the Shank family. We are going to lead your daily meeting today. I'm going to first introduce you to my family. Sitting right here is my son, Nicholas.
Hi.
This is my other son, Maximus.
Hi.
This is my other son, Lucas.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
And this is Mr. Shank.
Hello.
we are going to start off with our greeting. With our daily meetings, we do a greeting, a share, and activity. So we're going to start off with our greeting, and what I'm going to do is I am going to say bzz, and someone in my name's family. They're going to do that to somebody else in the family until we get through all of us. So bzz, Nicholas.
Bzz, Maximus. Bzz, Lucas.
Bzz, Daddy.
Daddy.
Buzz, Mrs. Shank.
Good job. All right, so now what I'd like you to do is get as many people in your family together, or a pet or a stuffed animal. Pause this video and we'll get back together for our activity here in a few minutes.
Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to do our share today. And if you're in my class, you know I love a good would you rather question. So our question for our share is, would you rather eat a bowl of crickets or would you rather swim in a pool of scorpions? I'm going to go ahead and answer this question. I think I would rather eat a bowl of crickets because they look crunchy like popcorn, and I would probably pour butter and salt all over them, and they probably would be pretty good. Nicholas, what would you rather do?
I would rather eat the scorpions eat the crickets, because if you go in a pool of scorpions, you would get stung and they might be poisonous, and then you would be in a hospital and you could even die.
Okay.
And you probably wouldn't die from just eating crickets, and you could put ketchup or mustard or other types of stuff on it, so it would make the taste of it go away.
Okay, good answer. Maximus, what would you rather do?
Eat crickets. Why?
Ooh, why?
Because I want to put blood on them.
Oh, you would put sauce on them?
No, blood.
Blood?
Sauce. He
Oh,
means sauce.
he means
blood.
like ketchup, right?
Yeah, ketchup
Okay.
blood. Yeah.
Lucas, what would you rather do?
What I pick? Would you rather eat the crickets or go with the scorpions? Crickets.
Crickets.
Why do you want to eat the crickets? Because they're so good.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Shank, what would you rather do?
I would have to eat the crickets as well,
Why?
because I'm hungry.
All right, so now what I'd like you to do is I would like you to continue this share with your family or a pet or even a stuffed animal.
A stuffed animal.
Oh. All right, so go ahead and pause the video and answer our share today. All right, the last part of our meeting today is going to be our activity. So my family is going to show you what we want you and your family to do. And for our activity today, we are going to do 10 frog jumps. And after each frog jump, you're going to smash a fly. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and show everyone what to do.
Okay, do the frog jump, do the frog
Okay,
jump.
so everyone come back. All right, on the count of 3, we're going to show them what we want them to do, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, so Monroe, I want you to go ahead and finish that activity with your family. Do 10 of those frog jumps and smash the fly after each one. After you're done, I hope you have a great day, and I hope that you also have a great week and that you enjoy our lunch week this week. Bye.
See you later.
Hello, Monroe. This is Mrs. Fisher with your problem of the week. I wanted to give the answer to last week's problem. Last week, you had the problem that Elijah went down to his basement and cleaned out the basement. When he was down there, he found spiders and ants, and he wanted to know how many spiders and ants he claimed or found down in the basement. But the problem did give you some hints. The problem did say that there were 15 heads altogether, there were 96 legs altogether, and we also know that spiders have 8 legs and ants have 6 legs. And I asked you to use the guess and check method to solve that problem. And so here, our answer to the problem, after several guess and checks, is there were 3 spiders, there were 12 ants, And if we figured out how many heads there would be with each animal or creature, bug, insect, whatever they are, 3 plus 12 equals 15 heads. Now, in order to figure out how many legs there were, we had to multiply 3 spiders times 8 legs because they have 8 legs. That gave us 24 legs for spiders. With 12 ants, they have 6 legs, so we multiplied 12 times 6 and got 72 legs for the spiders. Now, in order to figure out how many legs altogether there were, we needed to add the 24 plus the 72, and we got 96 legs altogether. And that is our solution to the problem. We had 3 spiders and 12 ants. I hope you got that. I'm going to give you another problem today. And this problem talks about a fisherman going rowing upstream to a town. And what he did is he rowed upstream to a town that was 17 miles away. The problem asks us, how many days did it take him to do that if every day he rowed 6 miles upstream and then every night he drifted back 2 miles? And so what we had to do is figure out how many days it would take him to travel that 17 miles upstream. Now you can solve that using different strategies. You can draw a picture. I chose not to draw a picture because I like to have things a little bit more organized, so I created a table. If you are in an older grade, there is an algebraic expression that you can use to solve that problem. But this is the way I'm going to solve the problem, and you may use this way or draw it however you would like to solve the problem. So on day 1, we know that he rowed 6 miles upstream. During the night, he fell back 2 miles. So how many miles did he go that day? He only really rowed or went 4 miles upstream. We're going to do the same thing for day 2, day 3, however many days it takes us until we get to the 17 miles. Now the tricky part is at the very end of the problem because it doesn't come out evenly, okay? I need you to tell me on which day did he, in fact, reach the town, okay? Good luck with that problem, and I'll see you next week. Bye, Monroe.
Hi friends, it's Dr. Hunter, and today I'm going to read you a story by one of my son's favorite authors. This is The Very Quiet Cricket by Eric Carle. One warm day, from a tiny egg, a little cricket was born. "Welcome," chirped the big cricket, rubbing his wings together. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened, not a sound. "Good morning," whizzed a locust, spinning through the air. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened, not a sound. "Hello," whispered a praying mantis, scraping its huge front legs together. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened, not a sound. "Good day," crunched a worm, munching its way out of an apple. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened, not a sound. "Hi," bubbled a spittlebug, slurping in a sea of froth. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened, not a sound. "Good afternoon," shrieked a cicada, clinging to a branch of a tree. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened, not a sound. "How are you?" hummed a bumblebee, flying from flower to flower. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened, not a sound. "Good evening," whirled a dragonfly, gliding above the water. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened, not a sound. "Good night," buzzed the mosquitoes, dancing among the stars. The little cricket wanted to answer, So he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened. Not a sound. A Luna moth sailed quietly through the night, and the cricket enjoyed the stillness. As the Luna moth disappeared silently into the distance, the cricket saw another cricket. She, too, was a very quiet cricket. Then he rubbed his wings together one more time, and this time he chirped the most beautiful sound she had ever heard. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.
Hello, Monroe. Miss Jill here. Joke of the day. What do you call a party for fleas? A fliesta. Bye, Monroe.